Hi Bladers, welcome back to another set of the week, and this time we're going to look at Clockwork Empire. It's a premium set and it's all about the cards in your hand. So let's go ahead and get started. Our first card up is the Clockwork Crawler, and I'm going to give this a 2 in synergy and a 4 in versatility. Now I guess it works a little bit on synergy, just if you're going to use it in that way, but I think it works better with the deck, which I'll explain later. For versatility, I guess it can work, but it's just you have to use it. But anyway, what the Clockwork Crawler does is it's a play, and you get to name a card, and if any player, that's including yourself, has that card, it gets discarded, and you get 7 RP for that with a maximum of 21 points. It doesn't seem like a card that gains a lot of RP, but I think it's best used as a very offensive card. Now I just found out, when I first look at this card, I was like, no, name a card. It's for a beginner, it's kind of probably not be a very good card to get, but for a more advanced player, this is a really amazing card because those really powerful cards that are coming from other players' decks. So I think it'll be better for this card to be played later on in the tournament when you kind of know what your other opponents have in their deck. So when you use this card, you just kind of have to know with that. But other cards like the X-ray glasses, I think it is that it can look at other people's hands before that, so you can really take advantage of this card. But if you're playing it for the RPs, I don't think it's okay. I think it's better if you use a more defensive card for discarding specific cards that your opponent is going to play. Next card is the Mechanical Cago. I'm giving this a 1 in synergy and a 2 on versatility. Now, it doesn't work very well for part of the set because it's going to work with rarity. Let me read the card first. So it's a play card. Reveal any number of cards from your hand, and for each rarity revealed, you get 4 points. Now that's not too bad if you're going for other sets of the cards, but for synergy and versatility, it's not going to work very well. But you can see if you're able to work with it, you can get quite a lot of points. That's going to be 28 points. So you have to. There are the course. There's different rarities. That's the core set. You got the basic, premium, and masters, and each other promo set does count as a set of themselves. So that's another 6. So that's 7 to work with. So the maximum of that is going to be 28, but on the natural it's going to be on a 24, which is not too bad if you're going to go there. It's going to be a little hard to build on that tableau, but this is you're actually not playing on the tableau, sorry, but it's in your hand, so it's best played early on in the tournament to get those points as much as needed. So the 5-star one is Carlos the Man. I'm going to do 2 on synergy and 5 on versatility. I think works great with the core set because there's a lot more different types in this. Unfortunately, there's only 4 different types in the set, so you're on the max of that is going to be 16 points, while you can get the most points you can get in the versatility from the core set as much as you can fit in your hand. So up to 6, which is going to be 6 times 4, 24 points. Okay, our next card is Helping Hand. It's a I am going to give this a 4 on synergy. It's a little better, and a 5 on versatility. So it's a much better card than the Carlos the Man. You are working with different stars, and I think you actually work with more different you work with different stars more of the time. There's more different types of stars you can go with instead of type 2. There's 6 different times. There's up to different 10 different star rankings, and that's why I'm giving this a better grade. And it works better in its set because all the other cards in the set will have different star rankings, of course. So not too bad. You can get up to 28 points again. Now if you're going for more cards, so there's that. I forgot what that card is from the core set, but I'll give you 3 extra cards. I think it's the binder. Yeah, the binder. The binder will give you more cards. It's the deck from this set will give you more cards. So if you're looking to put more cards in this, that will actually help you out. So the maximum you can get is 10 different ones. If you can actually do that, which actually will give you 40 points. Quite a lot for the first place. So I think it's a very good card to have if you're playing it in the beginning of the tournament. The last one, the super rare, is the Clockwork Titan, and I am going to give it a 4 on synergy and 5 on versatility. Now, it works great in its own set because there's, I guess there's different, there's enough elements in there, but if you're working with the core set, it works a lot better if you're going for the full points. But it is different elements, so you only get up to 6 types. So that's going to be 30 points, which is better than the other ones. But it is a super rare, so it's going to be a little hard to find. But if you get it, it's pretty good. Just like the other ones, you play it early, so you can get as much points as possible for that. And the deck is the Steam Power Proto Prop, and it's really weird because it's giving you more cards, but the ability of the scoring ability of the deck is if a card remaining in your hand is higher than all cards in your tableau gain 25. It's not a lot of points, but if you're playing off with this set and using it full force, then it's going to be a lot of points. So you don't have to have a card, but it just has to be a you don't have to have one single card in your hand at the end of the tournament. You just have to have one card, but I think it fits anywhere though. But it's 5. I give it a 5 for its synergy within its own set, but A3 in versatility. It's a little weaker because I think there's better decks in the core set. Now, as far as building cards up for with most of the cards within its set, it's actually not too bad. Especially the last few cards will give you a lot of different things in it. So not colorless to band, that more for type, but if you can build it up that way, looking for different types and elements, it actually will benefit this. So having a few of these cards in there, like I think up to 3, will actually be beneficial to get a lot more RPs. And one of the good things is it's played more in the beginning of the tournament. So if people start building up stuff, I think it's best to, of course, to play at the beginning of the tournament to get as many points as possible. Since your hand size will contain as many cards as possible, that's what you want, is to play it in the beginning so you can get as many points as possible. Now, I've written down some core cards that I can work well with that. Now, if you don't care about the deck too much, but you just want to use it to get more cards for the cards in the set, I think Lenore the Raven Queen, this is a 5-star black card. It's going to flip your deck, but it gives you 35, which I think is a little better if you're going to add it to that. Of course, this is mostly an all construct set. So if you're looking for, the mono construct deck in that. Gives you 8 points for each card that's face up at the end. Now the lunchbox can give you just a bit more defense of discarding your cards for protecting your hand from discarding it. And we also have the X-ray glasses, which works really well with the Clockwork Crawler. So you can see players' hands before that even happens. So you can actually use that as the action, then use the Clockwork Crawler to actually drop a few cards from your opponent's hands. So that's how I would use that one. Now, speaking on other combinations, other sets you can use this, it actually would fit almost anywhere because you're only playing the cards from your hand. So you can play a Clockwork card and reveal your hand. So actually, it would not matter. So I think it would just fit to any other set. Now, the other, I think I would call it its sister set is going to be the Legend of Ta-Na-Na-Na, which is they do a lot of discarding too, but I think you should use the Clockwork cards first, then you can start using the Ta-Na-Na-Nas sets for later on. So the Clockwork cards deals with the different types and sets in your hand, while the Legend of Ta-Na-Na will be more beneficial after you discard that. So you can discard it later. You know, play the Clockwork cards first to get RP in your for the cards in your hand first, and then you can play the Legend of Ta-Na-Na-Na, you know, later, and then you can start discarding them as much as you can with some cards of Ta-Na-Na-Na. So both of the decks kind of work with each other from both of those sets because it gives you more cards. So go ahead and try to use that. So look out for that set if it's in your store. And to summarize these things, I think it's a pretty good deck. I am going to give it 3 for synergy. It's a little weak on that, but I think it works better in the core set if you're for those different types of elements and different types of types. Also, just look for other sets. So I think it fits well with any set that you can go because it only deals cards within your hand. So and that's all I have to say. So until next time, see you later, Bladers.